What's up, everybody? Shane Bishop and Street Sweeper with Disassembled Articulation, back with another awesome review for you. Today we're going to review the new Marvel Legends Venom and the Marvel Select Venom. Both are real similar. They're both real awesome figures. If you don't know which one to choose, continue watching. Alright, so here we are. We've got the Marvel Select Venom for you, and then we have the new Marvel Legends Venom. And we're also going to bring out the old Marvel Legends, the Toy Biz Venom, to compare to the two. Let's go ahead and start with the Marvel Select Venom. Alright, so here's your Marvel Select Venom. It's pretty awesome, as you can see from inside the package. I mean, you've got the alternate head sculpt that comes with it. That's a partial Eddie Brock head with the symbiote taking over. You can't really get a good look of what's attached to his back here, but we'll see that when we open it with all the multiple heads from Venom the Madness, I believe, the comic book this is based off of. Here's the side. Just a cool little image of Venom. Nice little art for you there. There's a couple different poses. You can see different what you can do with the other head, and also forgot to mention the head with the long tongue. And there's the side. That's boring. Did we look at the here? Check out the long tongue head before I bust it open. Got it? Sweet. Let's bust this baby open. Okay, so here we are with the Venom. Busted out of the package. Tried to stand him up for you, pose him, but I'm not good at posing, and he's very top heavy. Alright, so this figure's awesome, as you can see. The detail is incredible on this. The sculpt is amazing. It really reminds me of the comic book it was based off of. I'm fairly positive it's Venom the Madness. Before I pop this off, let's look at the back. But it comes with this back piece on there with his extra heads. It comes off. I'll take it off in a second. But he also has these arms coming out of it. These hands come off, and you can swap them out with these if you want. Or you can, I believe these come off. Let me look. Yeah, they do. The smaller hands you can stick in there. Same thing with up here. But let's pop the backpack off. That's got his heads and his alternate arms. And then you've got the back of him there, and he looks all buff, and it's cool. The paint's awesome. The lines are really nice on this, considering sometimes with a Venom figure, your spider doesn't look very awesome. But this figure looks great on both his backpack with a bunch of heads, and then on the back, and then front of himself. The articulation is actually pretty good on this figure, considering that Marvel Select usually doesn't have a whole lot of articulation. I'll just briefly go over it, and then we'll look at his accessories. Just got a wrist swivel. No articulation in the hands. The wrist doesn't bend at all. Just has an elbow joint. Is that a bicep swivel? Then the shoulder goes up. He doesn't bend much in the torso. The head, you can move it side to side. It pops off fairly easy to swap with the other ones. It doesn't look up or down very much. The ab crunch, not much. He does twist, swivel, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a big fan of these leg joints, but whatever, they use them. But it goes out, thigh swivel. He's got his knee joint. It's not a double knee joint like we really like to see, but that's okay. And then the ankle just moves up and down. It doesn't rotate or doesn't pivot either way. It doesn't do anything, and he has zero toe articulation. The figure has some is black with some blue dry brushing, again with the white spider, and no, there's no blue over that, but the blue dry brushing really makes it start to pop. rather than just be a flat black. Yeah, it's awesome. It's rad. I really like this head. And then you also have this head right here, which is the full on tongue action going on. Oh no, he doesn't. I thought he had jaw articulation, but no, the jaw does not move on any of these pieces. Not there, not there. What? There's that head. Then we also have, like I showed you briefly, we've got this set of fisted hands that you can use on them. You can use it on, the back portion. This whole arm comes off. I think that's worth exploring. Well, there's the hand. I don't want to break it, dude. It's not going to break. There we go. And then that pops off. Okay, so we have, oh no, where's his hand? There it is. Alright, this is pretty cool. And this plugs in. I don't know if a lot of people realize it, but he's got a hole in his arm on the side there. And this just slides right on in there, just to make this Venom a little bit more gnarly than he already is. 6 crazy arms, a whole bunch of heads. This thing is a beast. Alright. Oh, let's talk about how tall he is. So, I believe he stands at about 7.5 inches tall. Would you say so, Street Sweeper? Yeah. 7.5 inches. Oops. Standard size for your Marvel Select figures. Again, like I said, this thing's awesome. Your sculpt is awesome. If you're looking for a figure that's got a really, really detailed sculpt, and you're more about the details and the articulation, this is the figure to check out, to pick up. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the Hasbro Venom. Alright, so here we are with the Marvel Legends Venom. This is from the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure series. As you can see, you got the 2 heads that it comes with here. He also comes with an additional head too, with the tongue sticking out. I really like it. Again, you can't tell a whole lot of what's going on, but there's the figure. He looks pretty cool. It says Venom down there. Side, not anything too spectacular going on there. Just a little art, same art there. Those are your top of the box. Here's the back. It says, actually pause it here if you want to read it, but says your usual stuff about your character there, and then it elaborates on the figures that are also in the line. So let's go ahead and bust this thing out. Package. Alright, here I am with the Marvel Legends Venom for you. Straight out the package, I don't know if you guys can tell. Probably not. Maybe with my hands here, but he's short and kind of goofy looking. Well, no, the head's awesome. And the torso, it looks like he uses the Hyperion body. I'm a little disappointed that he's got a bonus hole in the back from where his cape would have gone if he was Hyperion. But he's got 2 holes in his back. He's hollow inside. His legs are pretty short. Like super short. What do you think, Street Sweeper?
Yeah, shortest Venom I've ever seen.
Yep. So, that's probably my biggest complaint, other than it looks like he has boots on. But, I don't know. It's okay. It's kind of a substandard figure. I do like the head. The alternate head is just rad. It's got green all along the tongue, and, oops. It reminds me of the cartoon from back in the day, actually. And then he comes with a set of fisted hands that you can swap out. And then he comes with your 2 heads for your Absorbing Man. So let's see how tall this guy is. Where's my tape measure? Should stand at about 6 inches, eh?
6.5.
6.5 inches. Wow, with the short legs and everything. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's go over the articulation. So we'll start with this head. His head moves up and down, pretty awesome. I like it. Um, Rotates, he does it all. He's got all the head action. Um, Shoulder, bicep, swivel. He's got the double elbow joint. That's pretty standard on your Marvel Legends. His wrist does swivel and it goes in. No finger articulation. He does have an ab crunch that comes down pretty good, so you can get him in those really cool looking Venom like poses. There, that's as good as I can do. Um, then we have thigh swivel. The leg moves up in here. I forget what that's called. Double knee joint. It's more like a calf swivel. Yeah.
Call it a boot cut.
Yeah, there we go. Boot cut. Swivel. And he can point his toes like a pretty ballerina. There is no toe articulation, but the ankle does move, and he points his toe nicely, and you can do some awesome posing with this. That's for sure. I'm just a little disappointed with the short legs that he's got because it just looks funny. Funny. Alright, so let's go ahead and compare this guy with the Marvel Select. Okay, so the Hasbro Venom here on my right doesn't have as awesome of a paint job as the Select on my left. I mean, well, no, it's not awesome. Like I said, the mouth's cool. It's cartoony. The figure is cartoony itself, but it's just they molded the thing in black. He doesn't have a blue dry brush or any kind of dry brush on there. And then the spider's just painted on. And then the spider itself, like always, doesn't have great lines. Got it? Nice. And then check out the front. So, I mean, it's an okay figure, but he really doesn't compare paint wise and sculpt wise to the Select at all. And even though he's a little bit taller than the other 6-inch figures, I think he might fit in okay with your Marvel Legends. It depends on how picky you are. And then, just for a little bit more comparison, let's look at the Toy Biz Venom that came out a long time ago. And this is probably one of maybe 3 that I have. It's the only one that's loose, though. And I can't get him to stand. I did put magnets in his feet, and he didn't like to stand on this. There, how do they look? Street sweeper. But you'll see with the Toy Biz one, well, I don't know if you can see, but I can see it, that it even has some light blue dry brushing. You can see it on the spider. But that was another time when Toy Biz sold figures for $7 or $8, and we were all happy to get them. So this is Shane Bishop with Street Sweeper behind the camera as usual. Disassembled Articulation. Watch some of our old videos appear in here. We've got Bruce Lee comparison video and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Leonardo comparison video. And please go back and look at our other videos and leave us comments and subscribe to us and tell us how awesome we are or how much I suck or how fat I am. Whatever. We would like feedback. Again, this is Shane Bishop. Disassembled Articulation. Thanks for watching.